Whenever we borrow money, whether for a school loan or a mortgage or for some large purchase, we have to pay that money back at regular intervals. Often that occurs monthly. And when we pay that money back, we have to pay it back with interest. These types of loans are called installment loans. The payment is called an installment payment, and they occur at regular intervals throughout the year. Now, there are two parties involved with installment loans. That's the lender and the borrower. The lender sees the loan as a future value for compound interest. That's FV, that's equal to P, times 1 plus R over N to the NT power. The borrower sees the loan as a future value for an ordinary annuity. That's FV, that's equal to D times E, and that's divided by R over N. So since the future value can be this, or it can be this, we make them equal to each other. And this equation becomes the equation to determine installment loans. So now as we read this scenario here, it says, suppose you want to purchase a new Chevy Malibu with a total cost of $31,459.31. To qualify for a 5-year loan at 2.9% annual interest compounded monthly, you need a 10% down payment. A then says, what would be your monthly payments? B, what is the total amount of payments you would make over the life of the loan? And C, what is the amount of interest you would pay over the life of the loan? So again, I like to go ahead and list all the variables that are stated in here, except let's just be careful here. It says right here, this is the total cost of the car, $31,459.31. But it says in order to qualify for a 5-year loan at 2.9% annual interest compounded monthly, you need 10% of this as a down payment. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out what is 10% of this that you need it for the down payment. So we'll take the $31,459.31. And then we could just easily multiply that to 10%. So of course on our calculators, 31,459.31. And we'll multiply that by 10%. And you would need $3,145.93 as a down payment. So once you go ahead and you make that down payment, that means you're going to have $31,459.31. You're going to have 90% of that you're going to borrow on because you already put down 10% of it. So now I'm going to take $31,459.31 and I'm just going to multiply that to 90%. That's the same as subtracting out the $3,145.93. So it's $28,313 and rounding to the nearest penny and 38 cents. So here is our initial amount. However, we're putting down 10% as a down payment, so this is not actually our initial amount. Our initial amount is going to be the $28,313.38. So I'm going to put down right here, P, that's our initial amount, $28,313.38. That's what we're borrowing, in which we'll have to make payments back on. The loan is going to be a 5-year loan at 2.9% interest compounded monthly. So the rate, that's 0.029. The time, that's 5 years. It's a 5-year loan. The number of compounds, that's monthly. That's 12. So then A says, what would be your monthly payments? So that's what we're trying to find here is D. What are our payments going to be? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to determine E. E is equal to 1 plus R over N to the NT power. Don't forget this is a rate. That's a per 100. We subtract out 1. Most of the computations that we need, most of the values that we need are built into E. So we should always find that first. So then E is equal to 1 plus the rate, 0.029. The number of compounds, paid periods, that's 12. That's 12 times 5 years minus 1. We'll go ahead and we'll find the 0.029 divided by 12 because we're going to need that. So 0.029 divided by 12. So this is 1.002416667. 12 times 5. It's the 60th power minus 1. So we'll do 1.002416667. Raise that to the 60th power. And then subtract 1. So E is approximately 0.1558376. So now we go up here for the installment loan to determine an installment loan. P, that's $28,000. $313.38 times 1 plus R over N to the NT, this right here. Here it all is right here. See it? So here it is right here. See it? It eventually comes out to this, but we subtracted 1. So it's actually 1.1558376. This is then equal to D, that's what we're trying to find, times E, which is right down here, 0.1558376. Notice how E here is 1 less than what it is here. Then we divide that by R over N. That's this right here. Right here. That's this. Point 0.0241667. So a lot of the computation is taken care of for us as soon as we go ahead and we calculate E. So now I could take this, the 28,000, 28,313.38, multiply that to the 1.1558376. So that's approximately 32,725. That may seem like a dollar amount, but it isn't until we get right to the end. So I'm going to use all those decimals. 66919. That's going to be equal to D, and then I'm going to take 0.1558376 and divide it by 0.002416667. 0.1558376. Divide that by 0.002416667. So this is 64. We're still going to go with that 8 decimal points as a rule of thumb for 8443519. Now using algebra, divide both sides by 64.48443519. Do the same over here. That'll cancel and that'll cancel. So D will be approximately equal to, so watch what I do here. Rather than have to type this all back in, I'm going to do 32,725.66919. And I'm going to divide, and rather than have to type this all back in, here it is right here, I'm just going to go second answer. So it's just going to divide what the last answer was, which just happened to be this. And hit enter. So the payments, what would be your monthly payments for A? That would be $507.50. So you're going to purchase a new Chevy Malibu. Total cost is $31,459.31. You have to put down a 10% down payment. You then take out a 5-year loan at 2.9% compounded interest, monthly interest. How much will your payments be? $507.50. So then B asks, what is the total amount of payments you would make over the life of the loan? Where you're going to be paying $507.50 every month for the next 5 years. That's 60 payments. That's what we figured out right here, right? 12 months for 5 years. That's 60 payments. So we could take 507.50 cents and multiply that to 60. Or we can multiply it to 12 times a year, every month for a year, for 5 years. So you will eventually pay out $30,450. Now keep in mind that you only borrowed $28,313.38. That was your initial amount. In the end, you wind up paying out $30,450. So the difference between the two is the amount that you pay in interest. That's for C. What is the amount of interest you would pay over the life of the loan? So I have my $30,450 right here. I'm just going to go ahead and subtract out $28,313.38. So you wind up paying $2,136.62 in interest.